Chimps have cash and hard mode. This is where it gets interesting, because all of those are 10 out of 10. Hello everyone, my name is KK and today we are playing BTD6. This is another great hero review, and today we have Obyn on our dinner plate, and this is one of the best heroes in this game. I know that I've been saying this quite often. It is just because we have been reviewing the very best heroes in the beginning of this rubric, and then we will slowly move on to the worse and worse heroes as the time goes on. So, Obyn Greenfoot. This is the beloved hero of many pro players, and there is a very good reason why. One of the most used heroes in the game, the hero that has used almost in every game mode you can imagine. Obyn Greenfoot. And we also have Mountain Guardian skin, and it's freaking amazing. So this hero has 3 skins. The basic skin, then the ocean skin, and the mountain skin, but in short this would be the Chinese skin and this would be the demon skin. Of course we understand that demon skin is the best, it's not even up to debate. Okay, wow, that was weird. We have the customizations for Obyn. So we have Obyn Ghost Wolf. This one is just for the regular Obyn. So if you like the Mountain Guardian skin, you're not gonna be able to use this pet wolf. And that's about it. So now, guys, let me tell you what criteria are we gonna evaluate our heroes based on. So first one is overall utility, meaning how good is the hero overall in every endeavor we can use him, and most importantly, how do you experience the game using this hero? Is it convenient? Is it leveling up fast enough? Is it good in CHIMPS mode? Is it good in half cash mode? Is it good with its abilities, level 3 and level 10 abilities, etc. So it's very important. Then, level up balance. How good leveling up and how convenient you get the abilities, when do you get them, and what those abilities allow you to prevent, what damage they allow you to prevent on the specific rounds, and this is level up balance. How good can you prevent the bad sides of the game? For example, the purple Bloons, camo Bloons, lead Bloons, etc. Price plus hitbox is pretty self-explanatory. Chimps have cash hard mode. How good the hero performs in all of those game modes. Strat variety. How diverse this hero is and what strategies can you use it with. Can you use it with the, for example, ninja strategies? Can you use it with the boat and sub-commander strategies? Can you use it with the sun avatar strategies, etc, etc. It's pretty important, and the more diverse this selection is, the better for us. Races. How good the hero performs in races, and abilities plus skills means how good level 3 ability, level 10 ability, and the passive skills that hero possesses, such as popping all bloom types, or popping glass, or popping camos, etc, etc. Or buffing the towers that are around our hero. Level 12, level 20 or around 95 power. How powerful in terms of DPS and the passive abilities the hero becomes. Okay, this just about it. And since we have the collection event started, I'm gonna demonstrate you one of my, let's say, trademark strategies for completing Workshop on Impoppable with Monkey Knowledge using Obyn. It's the perfect map to demonstrate the power of Obyn. Okay, so let's begin. We place the Obyn in this spot. Good. Dirt Monkey over here, and the game has started. Here you don't need to change the targeting priority of Obyn on Strong, because Workshop is quite a difficult map and you don't have much space to work with, so targeting priority on first works just fine. Okay, let's begin with our lovely assessment of this hero. You can see it on the screen right now. Obyn's overall utility is 10 out of 10. I'm convinced that this is one of the best heroes and probably the very best hero for CHIMPS mode. So overall utility is remarkable. This hero excels almost in every way you can imagine, and it's as good in practice as it sounds on paper. I'm gonna delve deeper into this as we go on with the video. So, level up balance. Level up balance, I would say it's 9. Both for chimps and for the regular modes where you have the monkey knowledge. Why? Because even though it's convenient and stuff, there is a slight disadvantage. It's not overpowered, for say. I rate 10 out of 10 if the hero feels like it's slightly overpowered or it's just very strong. So, level up balance for Obyn. He gets his Brambles level 3 ability just in time for you to prevent round 24 camo Bloon, even without placing the camo detecting towers. Also, his Brambles on level 7 become strong enough to withstand all camo Bloons on round 33, which makes it also a very convenient trait. Also, here Obyn, upgrade done, good. Obyn gets he buffs with his passive ability on level 3 the druids that are around him, and then on level 11 he also buffs all the magic towers, and all of those passive abilities will be used today. Not the druid ones, but we will use his magic towers buffing abilities very, very strongly. And on level 20 his Brambles can suck up to 500 damage, and also his Wall of Trees is amazing. So level up balance for this hero is on a very good level. Price plus hitbox. Obyn is not the expensive hero, but it's not a cheap hero either. So I rated him right in the middle. 7 out of 10 is the middle point for me in my rankings. So Obyn has 7 out of 10 in this regard. Hitbox, he doesn't have very big hitbox. As you can see, we were able to conveniently fit him over here, and now we need to change him on strong. But it's still bigger than Quincy's. And what hero did we review? Ben, it's smaller than Ben, but around the same size, so I cannot rate him very high in this regard either. Okay, Chimps, half cash and hard mode. This is where it gets interesting, because all of those are 10 out of 10. I know that this sounds quite broken and ridiculous, but hear me out. This is legit one of the best heroes, and it stands to reason why it has such a high ranking. So let's go step by step. Chimps mode. In Chimps mode, as I've just told you, Obyn's level up balance is one of his most powerful stats, and also the passive buff for the magic monkeys is just incredible. So it's not just the small buff. It's +5 range, +2 pierce. It's, for example, for the towers that have 1 pierce, it's triple the damage. And ninjas have 3 pierce, I'm pretty sure, 3 or 4, and Obyn can almost double their offensive prowess. So it's kinda a big deal, if you ask me. Okay, let me place the discount village. Good. And then I'm gonna place the super monkey in this spot. Good. So in Chimps mode, he's very convenient. He buffs the heroes. Also, Wall of Trees is a precious asset. You're gonna see later on, when we level him up to level 10, how good Wall of Trees is. This strategy that we're playing right now is partially dependent on Wall of Trees, because... Okay, can I fit it? Yes, I can. Just because, okay, this was a terrible RNG, but I'm not gonna replay it because I'm gonna use both machines, so it doesn't really matter to us. Okay, let's go. This should be easy claps, yes. Good. We were lucky this time. Amazing. Just a sec, I need to fit in this village. More discounts, and now we can finally level up our super guy. So, Wall of Trees can gather up. It depends on level of the Obyn, but even on level 10 it can gather, I would say, up to 5 ceramics at the same time. So I would say around 500 Bloons capacity, and it can save your life. It can suck up the whole mobs. And the good thing is that you can use it even in CHIMPS mode. So there are like a lot of different, let's say, varieties, etc. But what's more important is that the ability of his level 10 ability, Wall of Trees, works on CHIMPS mode just fine. And it is very important. For example, Azalee's ability is useless on CHIMPS mode. However, Obyn's is just as good on CHIMPS as it is on other game modes. And also, on level 20, Obyn becomes... It's not the most powerful, but he is a force to be reckoned with. He can deal a decent damage against the blimps, and he is a good enough to stand his ground near the more powerful towers that we're using towards the end of the game. It is just how it is. Okay, let me upgrade the jungle drums here, and then we will save up for the monkey town. For now, everything is going according to the plan. Also, Obyn's passive abilities, these totems are amazing, but we will get to this point with our passive abilities. Half cash. In half cash mode, Obyn is just as good as he is in CHIMPS mode, because of his insane stats. In terms of level up balance, brambles are precious in half cash mode, because you get access to them in the very beginning, because we are playing with monkey knowledge on a half cash mode, and you... Oops, what was that? I don't have camera detection on my super monkey. That was a bit too risky. I didn't mention, but it's okay. Here we upgrade the monkey town, and then we will save up for the Savitar. Beautiful. Okay, just in case if you don't know, you spam brambles all the game pretty much, and it's a very good strategy. It's also a small safety net, just like the Wall of Trees, but it's much more squishy. Okay, good. Half cash mode, you're getting access to his abilities, as well as the ability to pop the LEDs. So this hero is... A lot of people love it, and they will love it even more the more they play with Obyn. And it's just the good balance between the price of the hero, the hitbox, the level up balance, the abilities, and pretty much like so much stuff about Obyn is done right. And this is very important to realize. Okay, let me... do I need it? Nah. Or rather, okay, I will buy this village. I just wanna get the spike factory at the end. I'm gonna be using this village anyways later on in the game, so it's okay. And now we are still saving up for the sun avatar. For this Wall of Trees, ideally we need it to be where the totem is right now. Okay, I'm not sure if we can handle the BFB. Let's use this one. Oops. Are we good? Damn. Slight miscalculation. Okay. Let me sell, and I will also sell... Okay, let's sell the Alchemist. With Sun Avatar, we will be just fine. Okay. It's not recommended to sell anything, but this is slightly RNG dependent, because one game, it's the downside of Obyn. Why is it? It's not a perfect hero, and you will see the final score, and you will understand that he also has some downsides to it, because the problem with Obyn is the RNG of his brambles and Wall of Trees. Sometimes you can play the whole game and the Wall of Trees will never land into the spot where you need it. And it's just how it is, and you need to cope with this. To feel the benefits of this hero, you need to sacrifice something, right? Okay, here we have the Savitar. It's doing just fine. Now we will need the engineer. and I'm gonna place him here. We will need a few towers that are gonna be placed in advance. Okay, boom, boom, good. And we will also place the bomb tower. No, we don't need bomb tower in this strategy. I have a few strategies and bomb tower is not needed here. Okay, mob glue, perfect. And glue splatter also, because we'll have quite a few blimps from this side. And good. Here we are saving up for the overclocked engineer. It's tier 4, it's quite pricey on the impoppable, but we can afford it, no sweat. Okay, so half cash is just as good, and as you can imagine, if he performs that well in both of those game modes, it's gonna be just as good in the hard mode as you can imagine, and it is just as good. So you get all the benefits from this hero from both of these. So you get monkey knowledge level 3, faster leveling up, etc. And you also get the bonuses and everything that you can get in the chimps mode. So pretty much you get almost the perfect weapon. If not this stupid RNG, Obyn would be the best hero. I'm confident in that. Okay. Let's see, the next one, strat variety. Strat variety is also 10 out of 10. Why is that? As simple as you can play all strategies that you can imagine using Obyn. It's as simple as that. If you can play all the, you can, just let me show you an example. So, usually, most heroes are bad with the water towers. It's not, I wouldn't even say bad, but they are just mediocre. For example, on most maps, Quincy is not as good. Even though it's a good hero overall, it's not gonna be as good with the water towers. Sauda is not gonna be as good, even though it's a good hero overall, etc. But Obyn is good with pretty much every tower combination. Okay, and now you constantly overclock this Sun Avatar. For those who don't know, overclock lasts the whole overclock recovery time. How to put it correctly? Okay, before, overclock didn't last on Sun Avatar for the whole recovery duration of the ability. However, right now, after I would say 4 patches ago, this ability lasts for as long as you have this recovery. So you can have permanently overclocked Sun Avatar. Good. Okay, strat variety. So you can play with the water towers. Ideally, you're gonna play with the magic monkeys because he gives the buffs for the magic towers. However, it is not essential, and you can do just as fine with any other towers. You can go with the crossbow masters. You can go with the tech zone, etc., etc. This is an amazing hero, and it has its, let's say, a ranking among the others for a reason. Why, and the explanation. Why is it good with the water towers, even though it has no buffs for the water towers, etc.? It's not gonna be better than Brickle, of course, with the water towers. However, what takes this hero apart from the others is his massive convenience with the brambles, wall of trees, his passive abilities, and these totems. Totems are very important because when Obyn levels up high enough, totems slow down everything by 40%. It's more than Glue Gunner can slow down the blimps. It's just that good. And because of all of these passive skills, Obyn gets his place on this ranking. Okay, here, let me do it like this. Jungle drums, and we will need to upgrade the permanent spike. We should be able to afford it by around 85 or so. Good. Okay, next one is races. In races, it's pretty much the only weakness of Obyn other than RNG. Because he's just not very good in races. His abilities are outstanding in the regular game, but in races there is a totally different game mechanics that you need to account for, and Obyn does not fit in very well there. Which is why I rated him at 6 out of 10, and it's just how it is. You can do nothing about this. He's good at popping nets, but he's bad at popping mass groups of balloons, and he's also bad at popping the blimps, etc. So no particular use other than his wall of trees if you put him towards the end of the track. Okay, good. Now we need some cash to get the alchemist, and I'll buff this perma spike. Why do we need I'll buff the perma spike? Because this way those perma spikes will be able to pop the DDTs. And we also need the jungle drums because it adds one more spike per, let's say, round. So out of, if you would otherwise place 4 spikes, but here you are placing 5. And if you overclock it, you place 10 spikes in the same time span. Good. Now we will need the second overclock. This is a bit greedy and sneaky, but we can afford this. So we will use the second overclock on the Sun Avatar permanently, and we will also use the overclock on our spike factory to produce as many permanent spikes as possible. Okay, we almost have enough cash. Boom, amazing. Now we are upgrading a few more boomerangs, more press done, and keep on overclocking our dudes. Great. So this wall of trees, or the portal to hell, however you want to call it with this scan, now it's placed in the correct spot, and you can enjoy the benefits of it, because it will catch all the balloons that are going through. Okay, now it becomes pretty simple. We need to spam as we need to add the camo detection. Now we need to spam 0 for 2 turtling gunners. We will have plenty of cash for them, and we will stun them, the blimps, while overclocking both of the towers, and by using the ability of the Turtling Gunner. In order to do this, you're gonna need the military monkey knowledge points, so remember this. Okay, abilities plus skills. Both of Obyn's abilities are 10 out of 10, and I think it's already pretty clear why I think that. Brambles are essential in almost all playthroughs with this hero, and Wall of Trees is very convenient because it does not disappear. It's one of the best parts. And also, Wall of Trees, like, it's one of the, let's say, hidden secrets about Wall of Trees. If you don't have much balloons inside the Wall of Trees, so for example, around 85 we got a few leaks, but now if we didn't have any leaks at all, the Wall of Trees will recover as if there were no leaks at all, and it will be able to have enough space like it's a new Wall of Trees in the same convenient location we placed it in. That is very, very convenient, if you ask me. Okay, keep on overclocking and just chilling. Also remember, it's rather beneficial for you to place the Dartling Gunners in range of this large range village, because it is just good for your cash. Dartling Gunners are quite expensive and you don't wanna waste your money. And as you can see, the moment you see that there are a lot of blimps, you just activate the ability. As the time goes on, you are gonna have more and more of those abilities, etc. Also, the totems of Obyn are also 10 out of 10, but I never have more than 3 rankings in one in one column, so it included in the first 2 rankings. And the passive abilities of Obyn, if we exclude the totem, they are not as significant, let's call it this way, because the Obyn can pop the lead balloons. He can't pop the camo. His damage is mediocre against the harder balloons, the different blimps, so it's just not the best choice, if you ask me, for the overall utility. However, it's good. It's really good overall, which is why... Okay, let me place it well. Okay, seems like I can't place it over there. So we will just add this count village here and place the towers we need here and use the abilities. Good. You don't want to use the abilities at the same time. Ideally, you have some time between them. So you activate one ability, and then when you feel it's gonna run out soon, you activate the second one, and so on and so forth. Okay, here I activated it because it is round 94. We'll have a large time span between meeting blimps on round 95, and we will have all of our abilities recovered. Here, even though we have the perma spike and we could suck up all the damage using those perma spikes, I don't like wasting our perma spikes, so we will just use this broken ability on DDTs and not allow them to go past this point. It's just so good. And as you can see, we didn't waste any of our precious perma spikes and we were doing just fine. Also remember one thing that is quite important to realize, that your Dartling Gunners don't have obstacles with their abilities. So even though you see a lot of obstacles on this map, still the rockets that they are shooting that stun the blimps, they don't have any limitations and they can shoot right through the obstacles. So it's just so good. I really like this ability. Okay, boom, everything works just fine. So passive abilities of Obyn are gonna be 7 out of 10. Unfortunately or not, but he's just not as good as the other heroes that can pop all Bloon types and that are stronger. So every hero must have his own weaknesses. Okay, here use one of the Dartling Gunners because we wanna delay this round as much as possible. Okay, and be ready for round 98. Then a level 20 or round 95 powers. Obyn is the hero that levels up to level 20 even on beginner maps, as far as I remember, because on the expert maps he leveled up to level 20 by round 92, I'm pretty sure. He's already level 20 here, if you can see. There he is. So it's a pretty good deal, and on level 20 he gets the major buff for the brambles. As I already told you, he gets each brambles can deal 500 damage. Okay, and on round 98 I like using not only the abilities we are using right now, but also we will use the extension pretty soon. Right now. Why extension and not the slowdown of the... Okay, use all of your Dartling Gunner abilities. Why not the slowing down? Because it's just much more efficient, and let's use it one more time. We need those perma spikes and we cannot waste them. Okay. Perfect. As you can see, we still have quite a lot of spikes, and we will use the ability on first use slowdown and then use both of your abilities, and you will destroy everything. Also, as you can mention, Obyn's. Okay, now with the bet you use all the abilities. So level 20 powers are good but not exceptional. So it's 7 out of 10. As I told you, I'm ranking the good average powers. Okay, here use extension one more time just in case, because we don't want to lose to those blimps. This is especially important for CHIMPS mode, because sometimes you get a few balloons leaked at the very end with the bad balloon, so it just sneaks by your perma spikes, because sometimes the balloons just get them with the blimps itself. Okay, so we're gonna pick the banana farm 1 and 2. Okay, we're pretty lucky with this tier of boxes to get both the green ones. Okay, now we are not as lucky. Amazing. So, and overall score of Obyn is 8.5 out of 10. So, almost perfect hero, but RNG and bad races really make a toll on this one. Tell me your thoughts about this hero in the comments. Okay, let's see if we get anything new. Okay, we got one new farm for our collection. Guys, press the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think about this video, and see ya in the next one.